Follow me. We shall crush them beneath us.
Sometimes, not every game can last forever. A game will last forever if done properly. Like for example, Black Myth Wukong, Resident Evil, still going strong. Call of Duty, yeah, the multiplayer sucks because, as we all know, cheating, which I'm not gonna get into that. Some creators are not making that video. I'm not making it. Nevertheless, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is not doing too good because it was launched this year. This was the seeds of Gamergate 2. Yes, even though there were many criticism, but that was not until March, Gamergate 2 was in full swing, and the pushback was starting slowly. However, the real pushback came when Stellar Blade was released, which I'm gonna get into that in another video. And now, look at Rocksteady now. Most of the talented writers have gone. Some even say that enjoyed the failure of Suicide Squad, bye-bye. Somehow, Rocksteady used to make the best single-player games. I have games such as Batman Arkham Asylum to Arkham Knight. I still have that, I played it, but why? Why do you change from single-player to live service? What, you want to copy Fortnite? You know what? I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna keep comparing this with YouTube. Okay, let's say you have a topic, and you know somebody is already making a topic already that is way successful than you. So the question is, how are you going to convert those viewers to watch your videos instead of that creator? That's the real question. Similar with live service games. How did Marvel Rivals succeed? Because they create their own spin. Yes, it's similar to Overwatch, except they give fans what they want. Like, for example, attractive female characters, attractive or perhaps masculine men, and comic-accurate superheroes like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, The Punisher. And most importantly, yes, it is free to play with similar monetization, but which would you prefer? Free to play or a price tag? I don't think it's justified a $70 or $40 price tag for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. The service, oh my god, it was a nightmare. And it was so bad, they have to make it for free on Prime Day. Let's react to Hypnotic's channel.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you know? We have the story that we've been waiting to break for the longest time. Rocksteady has officially confirmed what we all saw coming, what we've been saying is going to be coming for the longest time now, and they've tried to deny it. All the shills out there tried to deny it. Everybody has tried to deny it in my comment sections. Every time I make videos about this game, they'll tell me everything is fine. They'll tell me the game has a massive player base on console. They'll tell me there's plenty of players for this game to survive for years to come. I've had all kinds of shills and haters in my comments trying to tell me everything under the sun when it came to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And I kept telling them, listen, you may say that one thing, but it looks like a completely different thing when you look at the numbers and you just read it at face value. Well, apparently Rocksteady has officially confirmed that it's going to be pulling the plug on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League after Season 4 and killing the game completely.
I have to know, what kind of burger is that? 8-bit Eric, if you're watching this, what kind of burger is that? Tell me. Let me give you a game, for example, The First Ascendant. It's been 2 weeks now since they released their Season 2 update. Remember, Season 2! The First Ascendant is still going strong. How come they're not dying compared to Suicide Squad, which, how many is that? 4th season? When it comes to this, you just have to give fans what they want, okay? It's very simple. But let's continue with Hypnotic's video. We'll pick it up later.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I saw this headline from IGN and then I ended up making a tweet officially announcing that Suicide Squad is in fact dead and making fun of all the shills who were trying to be in my comment section, who were trying to be on my Twitter and calling me a hater and calling me a grifter and calling me a liar and calling me all these things and saying that the game is perfectly fine and I'm just trying to garner rage bait, blah, blah, blah. Well, look at what toxic positivity got you. Look at what all that fake positivity got you. Not acknowledging that the game is actually messed up in every capacity. Not acknowledging that it had a terrible launch. Not acknowledging any of these things and just being a good old boy and a good old shill and spending money on this game that everybody knew was going to die. It was only a matter of time. It was going to happen sooner rather than later within the year. That's what we said initially. And look at you now. Look at you now. Season 4 releasing and the game is going to be dead afterwards. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I will greatly appreciate it and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So again, guys, we got an article from Phantom Pulse with a headline that reads, Warner Brothers finally kills off Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League after taking out over $200 million plus in an impairment charge. Yes, this game had lost Warner Brothers over $200 million. And all of these shills out there who were not actually sacrificing their own money were trying to pretend like that's somehow okay. They were trying to pretend as if the game was fine, that everything was fine, nothing was wrong, everything is good. And they're acting like this because they either benefit from the toxic positivity or they didn't want to be that guy to admit that, hey, maybe you made a mistake buying this game, right? There are people out there that buy games like this and they hear the negative backlash around the game, but at the end of the day, they want to buy it for whatever reason, and that's perfectly fine. But then they end up getting to a point where after playing the game, they realize that, oh, wow, the angry mob is actually right about this game, but I can't sit there and admit that they're right about this game. So now I got to sit here and double down and shill for the game until the game's eventual death, which is going to come sooner rather than later. But anyway.
That's quite true. I used to have shills. Well, in my comments. How do I know they're shills? Well, some comments, I don't know why they say I should get a job, which, don't forget, I have a job. How do you think people pay for their microphone, their webcam, their laptop in order to record, edit, and post their video? And what about my 16 Steam games? How do you think I bought those? Yes, I bought Steam games. Resident Evil 4 Remake was one of them. I work, though. Yes, even though I'm still working part-time or something, sooner or later, once I monetize, I'm doing this full-time, which I hope I can make it.
The game's cancellation is no surprise. The game only achieved an all-time peak of concurrent player counts of just 13,459 players when it released at the beginning of February. The game's players quickly abandoned the game, with the game having 24-hour peak of less than 200 players throughout the month of November. Okay, so again, this game has been absolutely cooked for the longest time. We've known this. I mean, how many videos have we made about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? I mean, we've made so many videos trying to explain to gamers that this is not a good investment of your time. This game is going to die. The game did not respect gamers in the beginning. It did not respect people who beloved the Arkham franchise. It didn't respect anybody except the LGBTQ mafia. So aside from them, everybody else was upset over the treatment of Batman, over the treatment of certain characters in the game. Me personally, if I was playing the game, I would be mostly upset over the terrible launch of the game. The fact that it had game-breaking bugs a month into the game. Why is the game having game-breaking bugs over a month into the game is beyond me. Why is it that you had to reset the leaderboards multiple times because the bugs were so bad? It's insane. So the game was clearly not ready for launch, and you felt it, right? You felt it when the game released, because look at these numbers. You don't have this big of a drop-off within just a couple of weeks if players are not happy with the outcome of the game, right? They got through the main campaign. They were probably upset over the story. And it didn't matter what season came out. Aside from the one with the Joker, which is right here, nothing else brought people back until the recent one with Deathstroke. So again, you clearly could have had a fan base if you were giving the gamers what they wanted, but you spent all of these seasons here giving gamers what they didn't want. You gave them trans Mrs. Freeze. You gave them multiple LGBTQ skins. You gave them everything except what they actually wanted. And only at the very end did you give them something that they wanted, but it doesn't matter because now the game is dead. Right? And then people actually wanted to play as Batman for whatever reason in the Suicide Squad game, and then you were going to give them that, except now you're canceling the game before the season 5, which was going to be Batman anyway, or at least that was the rumor. And considering they were right about Deathstroke, they were probably right about Batman.
Like Hypnotic would say, it's too little too late. I don't know what happened to the talented writers. Hope they are doing well. Look, Rocksteady, just give gamers what they want. How far are you willing to go for virtuously? Man, I can't even say that word. Whether you like it or not, gamers are the one that gave you the money. No, there's no such thing as modern audience. Look, if you alienated your audience, all of them are gonna leave. I mean, it's similar with a YouTube channel. I mean, you can't just blame your audience that they don't subscribe to you or they don't like your video. That's not how it works. You have to add value. Look, I'm proud that this channel and the first one have a lot of people subscribing, 285 or 210. Not much, but I'm not complaining. But the one thing I won't do, I won't say if you don't like it, don't watch it or don't buy it. That's a terrible business practice. This is why Battlefield 5 failed. And now Suicide Squad is doing the same. I mean, you alienate fans of the Arkhamverse, players who want to try it, and then when the game fails, what do? You blame the gamers, the audience, calling them racist, bigoted, transphobia. You can't keep on, Rocksteady. Revert back from single player. Live service only works as free to play. You can't copy other live service games. The way you're doing, it's failing. Across the board.
You were most impressive. Surely your military skills will help guide us on the path to victory. I look forward to your continued efforts.
Leave a like and subscribe if you want gaming news, reviews, or theory, anything, or even you just want to watch me play games. Visit my first and third channel up here or link in the description.